Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.
Something bad to say about people. Now would not be the best time. Okay. Nope. They can definitely not hear y'all, so that's probably good.
Oh yeah.
Before I start talking for reality.
Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends.
That's it. All right, one of y'all say something.
Shuffle up and stay a while.
What's up?
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, I guess I get this screen switch, so I cut off the music from the thing, so they don't hear all the talking and music, and bring up the thing. So here we are, the first ever Format Madness, Buckeye yearly event, whatever you want to call it. We still workshopping the name, but we did want to do a recap for this. So with me as normal, I have Earl, I have Roland. I guess I better put names to the pictures since I got them up on the screen. So I'm David, D-Rob in the Discord. We have Earl, who you could assume is Zombie Earl. Roland, who is the Shadow the Bat. And then we have our first champion, Patrick L, Darkwing Deck.
It's good to be here.
Glad to have you.
Open a cold one.
Yeah, I just opened up a that is actually made with hot honey, and I'm regretting it. Let's start talking.
Well, first of all, you here because you beat all of our picks for the format we wanted to win. So, like I said, we picked our format before the draft happens. So we decided. So we didn't know who was going to end up with the format. So we picked ours, and somehow you managed to top all of our picks.
So it was I remember during the draft, it was like I was literally drafting on a plane. I just happened to be flying at the time, so there was like a good 45-second lag, and I was like looking at what people were picking, and Five Life was something that I knew I could do decent with. I had wanted other things ahead of time above that, but turns out it worked out.
All right, well, I guess we'll get going on the slideshow. So shouldn't be too long, but if it is, so what? So for the people who may not be familiar with our this Format Madness, I'm gonna do a little recap of it. So just like I said, brief overview, say it on the screen. So basically all the players, we had 16 players, and they drafted two things. They drafted one of the UDE format that we ran for this format, and they picked a place in the brackets. we'll go with the UD formats in a bit, but the letters and the brackets, the importance of that, like whoever had the higher level, once you draft your letter, you kept that letter for the whole draft. And whoever had the higher level always had priority if they go first and second in the game. When we go through the tournament, we'll see the importance of that. And then we just did 2 rounds. First pick went first in round 1, and then they went last in round 2. Anybody want to say anything before I move to the next slide? I mean, pretty straightforward. Cool. Okay, moving along. So real quick, the ineligible format. So most of the formats that we had that we didn't run in our event were either were pretty much an open but it wasn't really a format, which is all the call pool plus selected MCs, or B, it seemed like the best just to squeeze them into another format. So we'll run over them real quick. Children of the Atom with just like the X-Men MCs and stuff, but you can use any illustrate card. So in my mind, that's not really a format. That's just an MC limitation.
And there was another format was like that was the same thing, but it also restricted your supporting characters, right?
None of these restricted the supporting character, not the Children of the Atom.
Well, I mean, well, right? Wasn't there? There's like another version of Children of the Atom that also restricted the supporting character.
That was the Alpha and Omega.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
So yeah, that was in the format, but like the ones that then like the double exposure with just all the photo cards, that's no limitation. That's just photo. Cosmic Power, same as Children of the Atom. Battle Royale were basically a smaller version of Builder Arc.
Yeah.
And then It's All Good were basically a smaller version of Good versus Evil. So
I think it's smart to roll them together.
So yeah, so we went with 9 formats, and we'll see them while we talk over the tournament. So the thing that I think it took a lot of people I don't know if I didn't explain it good or it's just something totally new, but we had what we call home run powers. Since there were so many different formats, we want to try to limit some of the formats that had a lot more overpower cards compared to some of the formats that didn't. So we came up with something that we call home run power. We came up with that name because if you ever play softball and some of them non-competitive league, after you hit so many home runs, they start giving you outs just so you don't blow out the other team. So how we treated it for this event was there were a list of powers. Once you use one in the game, you can use as many as you want to for that game, but you only have like 2 games you could use home run powers in. Once you did those in the 2 games, then the power was just fizzle. So Patrick, I mean, since you're one of the ones who played in it, what do you think about the home run power? And I'll go to the list while we're talking about that. Have that up on the screen.
I honestly thought it was a great idea. I mean, if you didn't have it and you draft a format where you can play, Outriders or something like that, well, guess what? You're going to play Outriders every time. And I think you guys do a great job of trying to level a playing field. If your score is really high, well, then you kind of draw at the end. So players whose score aren't as high, they get to maybe choose a better format. But you also don't want them to run away with it. If they have built an arc and they've got Outriders, well, they're probably going to do pretty well in the tournament. So this was kind of it was a good way to bring everyone down to the same level.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're hoping to going for. I mean, like I said, most likely, I think we plan on doing these format events every 2 years, just so like I said, we could build up the format pool before we do it again.
Yeah.
But we'll probably stick with this going forward. We probably focus a little more in on it. I think even when I was talking to Earl and Roland about this, they took them a while for the cast on while we're trying to throw down.
Yeah, because I had questions about could you use just only one per game, or everybody had questions about the home run.
So our next year event, I think we're just going to be sticking with monitoring. So this probably going to take a break for next season, but not next season, but next year. But once the format stuff come back, it will be back. So so what I have on the screen now, at the top was the final result of the actual tournament. So if you didn't watch our draft for this event, we had a draft, and then immediately after the draft, me, Earl, and Roland, we just gonna refer to as a Team Buckeye. We predicted what who we thought were gonna finish where. So So we do have the champ on here. So I think we first owe him an apology.
No, you know what? You know who doesn't owe me an apology? Roland. Roland was like, "Yo, Patrick for the win."
See, I had your back, buddy.
See, you can see he's the true champion. He remember everybody who talked down like it. He gonna hold that for years. He gonna hold that girl for years. He's gonna see him like, "Hey, Patrick, man, shut up." Like, man, dude, what?
Yeah, I know what you said. I know what you said.
But so we're all predicting, like I said, because we didn't really have much information. We just see in the formats at the beginning. Like I said, so we all drafted picked the format. We were kind of all horse that we were picking that this gonna win the event. So Roland, you picked first, and you took the builder arc, right? No.
I took good versus evil.
You took good versus evil. I took the first one, Big Apple, and Earl. You took builder arc.
Yeah, I took builder arc because I got third pick.
Right. so
hashtag not bitter.
So you would.
Your score is so high, Earl. Your score is so high, so you picked last.
Yeah, that's not how it went at all. It was like Roland has this idea, and he's picking first because it's his idea, and then he told it to Dave, so he picked, and then let's get it Roland on it, so he gets third pick.
But either way, none of us picked with the actual win. I mean, I think we were pretty low on Life is Too Short going into the predictions.
Well, when it looked like we were going to play in the tournament, I actually wanted to pick Life's Too Short because I just enjoy playing that format. But I didn't think it was going to win. So
we all thought. I mean, at least I do. I think it's a fun format as well. But just, I mean, we never seen a matchup like this before. So, like I said, that's the other thing about these predictions. I mean, normally, like when we predicting like Gen Con and stuff, you have seen these matchups before in real life.
Yeah.
We never had seen how this was going to turn out. So it was like, and then with the home run power, just a lot of variable. But I mean, if you look at what we picked, I mean, we still was pretty close. I mean,
I think the huge X factor was the home run powers and when people use them. I think when I was trying to figure out who my final opponent was going to be, like, you know, when John was fighting his way through the bracket and stuff, I kept thinking people were going to use home run powers. I was like, they're using it now. Okay, they didn't. They're going to use it now. No, they didn't. And I think that just like, you know, sometimes you get a matchup where I'm using home run power, you're not, and I won.
Mm-hmm.
So and as you see, we gave out prizes. So of course, you know, if we run an event, we're gonna have prizes. So so Patrick just took the 40 coin tokens for the Buckeye League. That way, he could put himself better in position when it comes to drafting characters and stuff when he in the league for that. We had a couple of promo cards. So John got a couple of the academies. Jamal got a league play mat. PJ got Foon promos. Jason got Britain promos. So he in Europe. So we were like, okay, we really don't want to ship you nothing. And he actually didn't really want nothing shipped because he understood. So I was like, well, let's see what we could do. So I was able to work with Team Apex, and we finalizing it, but we're going to get him 6 months of the Apex Patreon. So we're going to take care of that for him and get him in on the Team Apex Patreon. Vern got
that may be the best prize on the list.
Basically went the Scrooge McDuck money bin approach. I wanted like the coins like raining on me.
We can see that. Yeah, you definitely at the top of that list. Now that definitely puts you up there. Vern with the Roland had an Infinity Road play mat. It basically with a movie play mat. I mean, it's pretty slick. I sent him a picture. Once if he want to show it off, that's up to him. And then finally, we got another league mat from the one before the Fantastic Four with the magic on it. But we will be going down each round of the tournament. So we just want to kind of look at the prediction. We had Sean winning it all. With that didn't happen. We had Jason coming in second, where he finished in fifth. We had Jamal in third, that was a good prediction.
Mm-hmm.
We had Giza, who didn't even Giza Gamer, who didn't even top cut. We had Scott up there. I don't know what we were thinking.
Crossover 4 was going to come out, and he was going to
Right.
cheese out the Sentinels.
Right, yeah, that's what he was going for. So we kind of banked on that. We were still drinking the juice, like, oh yeah, we're gonna see crossover 4, but didn't happen. And I think Game of Jesus, I think both of those why they got picked high for that. We had PJ at 6, he coming in 4th. So we had Vern right on the spot at 7, and we had Cheese with right on the spot at 8. So I mean,
Man. I think we did pretty good.
Right. I mean, for us to do it right immediately after the draft, it's not like we had a chance to see research. We knew who was gonna pick what. So I mean, I think it worked out pretty well. But let's move over to the meat and the real life. So this is the top half of round 1. So we want to kind of go through each game. As I see, I got the MCs up there. So we'll try to go quickly through the game. So first round was a singularity mix against a deep six James. And James actually did use his home run power with Adam Warlock, but still was unable to beat Thor. But I guess in singularity, Thor is probably the big gun in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I don't.
Right, yeah, I mean...
I hate that. I don't like to think about that format.
Yeah, some people I talked to said they would have got that, they probably would have dropped out the tournament. Like, I'm out. But
wait, wasn't there another 4 match in Singularity versus a Life's Too Short match? I'm remember played on a Thursday.
Yeah, we had the 2 judges play against each other, and I think that's what he's referring to. Another thing you can check out on the channel. I got my screen down too low for this so people can see some of the stuff. But so yeah, so moving right along to the next game was John, the runner up against Ralph. So John had Big Apple, and the photographic format was just up to the Buffy set.
Yep.
So it wasn't the biggest. I mean, I always think photo gonna be strong regardless, but I'm just a photo player, so that's how I'm gonna always feel. But like I said, this is where the letter came into play, because first round he went with the cloak and dagger, and he was guaranteed to go first.
That right there was huge.
Yeah, your MC is going to take a negative counter. One of his MCs is going to take a positive counter, and he's going to likely give you a wound and keep doing that. And
especially that MC Buffy don't look too good in that matchup.
Yeah, she's not leveling quick, and Cloak and Dagger already have a big board right from the beginning. So yeah, it's up to be Buffy.
Right. Next game was Vern against Cheese with. I know this is one we had Vern winning. Cheese win, like I said, early map with that life goes on against Builder Arc, but they both came out with home run powers. But I mean, like I said, it's, unless Vern will prepare for Outriders, he probably would, maybe threw in like the cloak and the cloak combo that we saw in the regional.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, not knowing what your opponent going to play, you can't really throw that in.
I think he said that he might have even had the cloak. I think he said he drew like the worst he's ever drawn.
Okay, yeah, like I said, yeah, they did have the cast talking about that. So, but either way, I mean, in Outrider, you need a lot of things to go your way. I mean, besides skills, you sometimes need luck as well.
Oh yeah.
Jason against Banana Crapshoot. Let me pull it up so we can see who those people are. So, Jason was on Cloak and Dagger as well. And Banana Crapshoot was on Venom. But like I said, Jason definitely was going first. He had a higher letter here. So what y'all think about this? Well, in second chance Venom. Let me make sure I point out that second chance Venom.
Yeah, well, Cloak and Dagger going first is really solid.
And with good versus evil, so they got a lot more, things to help them out as well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't talk to Jason about it, but I don't know if he had like good hands or something like that, because Venom can still get big. Second chance is still a fine format for Venom, but Cloak and Dagger going first and then having access to a lot of good SCs. Yeah, I think that's probably what sealed the deal.
And the Sonic gun.
Yeah,
the Sonic gun.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish out this part of the chart since we here. So Mitch against John. John took, like I said, Mitch played Thor the whole way out. And John went sends to 6 and used the home run power. I would be intrigued to know which one it is.
Used I think he used Maximus.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's like this. This is an example where, like, Mitch. I don't know if he was thinking John would use the home run power. Regardless, John did, and I think Mitch was like doing a decent job, and then John won. Like, it's just if you're not on the home run and they are, and you're not expecting it, like
Right.
you lose.
Right. So John took that so Jason and Cheesewood could not schedule a game. So Cheesewood is up in Alaska. So the time difference usually sometime, I mean, Patrick, I'm pretty sure you understand it, just with the 3-hour time difference.
Yeah.
Scheduling is not always the best. So I think Alaska got maybe 5, closer to 5 or 6 with the East Coast. Well, Jason's Central, so it's still about 5 or 6 hour difference. But either way, they couldn't figure out. So Cheese was game to game to Jason. That's why they just got dashes and had no MC used. And then finally, John against Jason that bring us to a cloak and dagger with John going first against a dragon.
A dragon?
That's what it says.
Jason is beholden to no one.
Right.
He really is. I think he was trying to do some form of like wound acceleration.
Yeah.
But then he swapped to the dragon, like, and I was like, buddy, how is that wound acceleration?
So so that was the first, like, the top half. So going down to the bottom half, we had Osh against Game of Jesus, John's dad. So he was on, looked like Osh had the photo one on Dumamo the whole time, but then, like I said, running against Kate Pry.
Yeah, that's a ugly match.
I mean, I guess Dumamo could hit a couple calls, but still, Kate just hitting him every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Osh with Flash Thompson second chance against Cloak and Dagger Big Apple, with Cloak and Dagger most likely going second here. I guess Flash Thompson can level in and start hitting them pretty early on.
Wait. I went first, right?
Yes. I mean, well, turn 1 he won't hit them, but after he gets to the 7-7 for turn 2, he'll be ready to hit them.
Yeah.
So it's not like they could get big enough to stop the hit from coming just with their counter production from that one turn.
It looks like he used a home run power too, so it might have been.
He did not use the game 1.
Oh, not game 1.
Yeah, it was game 3 and 4 that he used it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he was using like a Flash Thompson Sentinel package, and I don't know what the rest of his deck necessarily looked like, but Flash behind a wall Sentinels is annoying.
Okay, so I just lost connection for a moment. So if y'all see anything strange, okay, wait, we back. All right, so then the next game we had Jamal against Epic Scott. Scott loved Norman Osborn, and he went against the Wizard. I mean, just no matter what format they playing, you hear that, and not looking good for Norman.
Yeah.
Wizard, I think, gets slept on a lot, but yeah, like I said, having access to and getting the access to so many plot twists.
Yeah.
And Scott trying to protect, that bottom ring. He like to take them gambles like that. So finally, since we got the champ here, we'll let him talk about his first round game.
Cool. Yeah. Let me see. So I got to go to choose whether I was going first. I chose to go first. I played Warren Officer Ripley. This tournament I knew was going to be fun from the beginning, and I decided to play some stuff that I don't normally play. I've heard the legends of Warren Officer Ripley, and I remember very early on I played an online tournament, and Ryan Milholland rocked me with Warren Officer Ripley. It was very frustrating, and I was just looking at 5 life people, and I was like, hey, why not? Let's do a little WOR. And PJ had a solid Carnage deck, and he definitely was like 1 or 2 turns away from turning the corner. But I was able to. I think it was like I got a couple of Eternals going and just kept wounding him.
So let me ask you a question. When you see people format, do you build your deck accordingly to that? Do you already have your plan and you just say the hell with what they run in, or?
I took a look and I quickly looked at kind of like what I thought the top decks they would be, but it's just there's most of the formats have 5, 6, 7 playable MCs. So there's no way I could kind of build against all of them. So I kind of was like, I won't lose to what I think is the best. And other than that, I'll just try to make a consistent deck.
Okay, so yeah, moving on to the rest of this round. So Game of Season, he went with his second home run power with Kate Pryor again against Obbs Flash Thompson, and Flash Thompson got it again with second chance.
They used the home run power too.
He did not use the home run power that Flash Thompson that second round.
He didn't? Oh
No.
man.
No,
I'm having a hard time reading this.
Yeah, Earl. Read the PowerPoint.
Are you looking at like an earlier version of the PowerPoint? It's just like there's no background. It's just type.
I get lost in Flash Thompson / Flash Thompson / Flash Thompson / I just get lost in there. That's all.
Lost in those dreamy eyes. Yeah.
But he still able to get the win without using it. It seemed like when he went to it, when he ended up start losing. But that's let me use my home run power. And oh man, but he got that one. So we're back at another Patrick game. So Patrick's take it away here.
I didn't necessarily Jamar, similar to John Phillips, is like very hard to predict what he's going to play. So I just thought I'd again play an MC who I've literally never played before and just kind of give it a try. I know a lot of people have talked her up. I thought I'd play Invisible Woman. Kind of same deal. It was just sleeping, and he played a really aggro deck. Wasn't really able to wound me as a result, and I was eventually able to get some big bombs on the field and take him down.
Right, and Thor need that help to level as well.
He didn't. I don't know if he didn't level till like late in the game, and I was like, yeah, that's really bad for you.
Right, yeah, he definitely need bodies. So then on that final side of the bracket, you got Obbs with Flash Thompson. So go ahead again with us for us.
Yeah, when he played Flash Thompson 2 times in a row, I mean, I didn't know for a fact that he was going to play him, but I suspected he might play him, and I was suspecting that he had a very consistent deck. He was doing well against good people. So I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw an alt win in here and see if I can surprise him, and I was able to. I pulled a David Robinson move. I was like, I know that a lot of times when people play Flash Thompson, they like playing the Sentinels. It just, they kind of go well together. So I was like, if I can get a Sentinel in the grave and then I can throw down everywhere I go, I see his face. Well, that's going to take out a third of his deck. And like very early on, I was able to shoot a Sentinel with Red Skull, and then I played that, and he was not happy about that. He was gracious, but he was not happy about that because it's like 8
Anyone's
executives.
ever happy.
It's 8 alphas, 8 executives, and then 8 plot twist / equipments. Like that's a third of his deck, and so it was. The thing is, though, Obbs is a good player, and you can't count him out because it was like a couple turns later. I was setting up the Red Skull alt win combo, and he threw down Senator Kelly, but it was like I was able to get the combo off literally half a turn before he would have won.
So that faces does damage to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's definitely the way we're going here. So moving right along, Am I even still streaming? I don't know. I figured it out later.
Yeah, everything looks good on my end.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I had that freeze. I didn't know if my counter thing, but as long as you seen it, then it's all good. So let's move along. So then I just through the rest. So at the top we have the loser side. We could go back to the previous pages if we need to see matchups. So James against Ralph. So that was a photo against Deep Six. So that would have been Captain Marvel against where was Ralph? Ralph and Yellow Jacket.
I like Yellow Jacket.
So James was able to take that. Vern, he used another home run power with he got his home run with Kate Pryor. He did a Kate Pryor post against Cheese Whiz Bark Monster. No, that's not Cheese Whiz. That was Banana Crapshoot. And he's on the bottom of my screen. I got to pull up. No, that's the wrong screen. I'm gonna get this figured out. He had Flash Thompson that time. And then we had the Osh Jeremy game. Me and Earl sitting on that because I said there was a little bit of dispute with hands and stuff. The first time they played, we had to end up running that game back because of a dispute. We used our judge card. We don't get to use that a lot in the Buckeye League, but here we was acting like adults.
To take nothing away from Yasuke's, to take nothing away from his win, I will say that Osh was helping me. Just shout out to Team Let's Get Dangerous. He was helping me test for my match right before his game, and I forget what the timing was, but he thought his game was at like 7:30, but his game was at 7, so it was like 7:02, and he wanted to sleeve up an entirely new deck, but he was like, "I'll just have to play Dormammu again." I was like, "I'm really sorry, man."
I mean, watching that game, I should have won that game a couple times over.
Yeah.
I think like I said, with the dispute from the first game and everything, I think that was low in his head a lot more than it should have been, and I think that affected the gameplay a little bit. But
also with his game, he was hitting the Dormammu yellows, and he was getting like a card or like 2 cards. Right. It was just the what is it? The Hunger Games. The odds were not in his favor.
So like I said, if he would turn the corner, I think it went aggro, he would have won that game.
Yeah.
But I think he had the mindset, because that was happening with some combo players. They get in that mindset like, I need this combo to happen. When the aggro was right there for them, and they just miss it.
He had the deck he wanted to sleeve up was an aggro deck, and I think it would have been a much closer game.
But moving right along, the Team Buckeye with Scott against PJ. I wonder who Scott played this time. Who was his new project? Gambit. You knew it had to be somebody. So Gambit's against Thor.
Yeah. I love Gambit. I love Gambit very much, but you're smashing him in the face every time, I think.
All right, so let's go ahead and get moved this along. So we had Jamar against James, with Jamar taking that. Giza against Vern. They both were out home run powers, but Vern ended up taking that. Cheese Whiz against Jeremy. Cheese Whiz got that. And then PJ against Miss was, he got a good player, but like I said, that singularity format, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
And then and PJ played Outriders.
Yeah.
I mean, if PJ's absolutely gotta win,
right,
he brings out the doggies.
So if y'all see the gray boxes on the screen, this is where people start getting prizes. So anybody that's in this tan, grayish, whatever color this is, brownish box, they got prizes. That's how we signify they got prizes. But so we had a Team Apex matchup. Was y'all probably, if you listen to their cast, they talked about it. If you haven't, go find Team Apex podcast, listen to it, sign for a picture, all that good stuff. But Jamar took that with Quake, was it Vern's girl? So he felt some type of way.
That's like a slap.
Right. That like one of y'all being me with Silver Surfer. Y'all might see me at your front door shortly afterwards.
The other funny thing about that match, it was an Apex on Apex, and Vern took the L. But but shout out to Vern for predicting that 5 Life would win the format. It just wasn't his 5 Life.
He got on the right horse. He just couldn't ride it to the end. And then we had PJ against Cheesewood. With PJ got another win. I know Cheesewood a huge photo player, so I know they were going back and forth. They trying to talk each other out using their home run power. So
that was a crazy week. Like you both know. Oh man, yeah, it was.
And then Jason came over from the winner bracket to play Jamal with. He ended up losing that, and Obbs came over from the winner back and lose to PJ as well. So then go ahead.
You remember that game, Patrick? At one point, Obbs could have had a 42-42 lethal, ferocious dodge sentinel, but for some reason he didn't want to flip the green for Terrax to make that happen.
Ugh.
And as a result, I think the game lasted another 3 days.
That's you're right. I was driving back from work or something like that, and I was just trying to kind of like listen to it, and I'm in a traffic light. I looked over. I was like, why are there like 20 cards on both sides of the field? And they shuffle. Holy shit! Like this is a live game.
Yep.
Well, like I was defend, like I said, with him being Europe, he probably don't get to play a lot of the format stuff. So like I said, he probably grabbed it, and like I said, that playing with Sentinels and stuff, that's a tricky deck. You gotta
and to be fair, PJ made a whole bunch of misplays too. I don't want to single Obbs out at all. But both players were, it was a long game, so I could imagine that, just the fog of war was fogging up the old brain parts.
And then finally,
well played.
So we're gonna go down to the table at the bottom down here. Game 27. PJ against Jamal. Jamal took that. I know you want to say something about that, Roland. So go ahead.
PJ just was like, "Oh, what if he plays this? What if he plays this?" And I'm like, "Bruh, you can't predict what a Team Apex guy is gonna do. You just gotta focus on your own self and what you gotta do to win." He spent a lot of time, just like against Cheese, was trying to figure out, what am I going to play? What am I going to play? And it's like, that this is not the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice, solid Star Wars reference.
So then Jamal played against John for the semifinal game. John was able to take that. I know Apex watched that, so they talk about. I think they talk about that on the cast as well.
Mm-hmm.
So and finally we get to the final. I was able to watch both of these games and commentate, but since we have the champ here, I don't need to waste my time. So go right ahead, Patrick.
Well, you know what? We didn't talk about one match. The John and I faced in the winners bracket, and
we did skip that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because I didn't open it up. So yeah, go ahead and start with that game first. So we'll have 3 games with y'all 2 playing. So start with the one to determine who goes to the loser bracket.
So John had been playing a lot of Cloak and Dagger, but he had 2 good choices. I saw him play Cloak and Dagger, and I saw him play the Sinister Six with an alt win, and I was like, you know what? Sue did well in my earlier round. Let's see if I can do her again. And I don't think he expected me to play her. I was able to catch him off guard. And Cloak and Dagger are very good for basically most other aggro decks. And he can drop negative counters, he can drop positive counters. But with Sue sleeping, it nullified some of the pros of his team, and I was able to again get big bodies on the field and take him down.
Okay. So we'll go to game 30. What's your recap? It's probably going to be longer than the game, but go right ahead with that.
No, I've had some bad losses in versus, but that stands out as the worst. Obviously, I'm gonna take nothing away from John. He's an incredible player. I do think that he flopped the nuts, and it was wound, Devil Slayer, wound, done.
Yeah, when you put that might make right on Devil Slayer, I don't think Life is Too Short got anything to cover that early in the game.
Yeah,
and then with Sue needing to hide, with it that where Devil Slayer will live at.
Yeah, he was like, you can go face down all you want. And then in the last game, it was funny because that first game, I mean, understandably rattled my cage a little bit. I was like, gosh, I went into this like just needing to win one, and now I need to win or I'm going to lose. And I probably built like 8 decks over the next 24 hours, and I eventually went with Venom. You know, he's a very fun character, and you know the thing is, John's Big Apple is. I forget what one of you guys picked it. You know, is going to be the best format.
I did, of course.
It's naturally. Cloak and Dagger and Sinister Six push out like 90% of the decks I can play. It's just they've got like, especially Sinister Six, like it's like, you know, with Electro and Mysterio and Kraven up front and stuff like that. He's just got a lot of answers, and that's with a final game. I didn't even play an alt win because it's like, how am I going to play Kelly? He's just going to Electro him, and that was like kind of the main or Red Skull. Like, how can I play Red Skull when he's going to aggro the hell out of me? So I was like, well, you know, Venom is just, you know, solid aggro. He can heal. Let's see what I can do here. And John built a very good deck, and I think I drew a little bit better than him, and I think that was the difference.
I mean, because it looked like he got ahead, and then you had to answer for a lot of his counters. Like everything he did, you had to answer for. I mean, because like I said, when commentating, like, oh, John got this. Wait, here come Patrick. Or no, John back up. Wait, here come Patrick again, and you took it to the finish line.
It was very back and forth. I remember at one point he electroed my Might Makes Right Gargoyle. I was like, well, that hurts. But then the next turn, I think I was able to draw it was like a Lady Death Strike, and I was able to take down his Mysterio, which was thrilling.
And you had the plot twist, so he covered the plot twist thing. Yeah, that was it seemed like you got the right answers at the right time. So you won it in the second game with the must-win game. So I guess as of right now, Life is Too Short is also considered the champ.
Yeah. No, it's size doesn't matter. Yeah,
right. That was he said. But
Oh,
so yeah, that's a bigger picture of that. But yeah, so we gave out prizes. We eliminated, and here we are. So so here was the updated rankings after the tournament. With guess who's on top?
Yeah, who's on top?
The champ. Look right there, right above John.
Is it? I don't see it updated on the screen.
Are you watching through the Discord channel or on the
Discord? Maybe that's it. Okay, I'm gonna assume I'm at the top.
Yeah, you are at the top with 1197.
Nice.
that's a high number.
Yeah.
We were talking. If you'd have won that first game, you'd have pushed over 1,200.
For it. Oh no. I'm gonna not sleep as well tonight knowing that.
You'll still have time. We have a couple more seasons before the next event. So but yeah, like I said, so all Buckeye events is ranking. A lot of like some of the regional we did both of the regionals, some of the side events and other events. So if you want to see how you match up against other people, I mean this is a good place to start. And it's a lot of fun in here. So nothing nobody taking too serious.
Oh, it's certainly not cutthroat. It's a lot of fun. I was, for whatever reason, I wasn't in the first couple seasons. I think I just wasn't fully aware of it, and also just had other stuff going on. But I'm very glad that I've started playing, and I appreciate all the hard work you guys put in there. We all do.
Thank you. So so the final slide. So we're definitely doing this again next year. So as the other prize that we didn't miss, and the winner of the tournament get to name the event since we had such a hard time naming it. So the next year's tournament will be the second annual Buckeye Presents, and Patrick will be putting a name into the rest of that.
The placeholder name right now is Sugar and Booze, but I'm gonna have to see.
You have time. There's no recipe by the end of we reach out to that. So like we said, so the kind of way we did the format madness, we probably won't bring that back until 2024. That way we get at least 8 more formats we could kind of pick through, because you're thinking out of the 8, maybe 2 of them will either be does or formats that really not formats for real. They just pick your MC. That don't pick these MC, but pick these. But we already start talking about the next year's 2023. We talking about having a format where you'll have 2 MCs on the field to start the game.
That'd be fun.
So I think I got a good idea. I haven't talked to the fellas about it. I had changed it maybe like a 4 round draft, but like I said, we'll talk about this a little later, and you'll see us around. But I think that's the end of the thing. So anybody have anything they want to say? Well, first of all, last thing, what were your thoughts about something like the home run powder and the bracket thing with the letters and stuff, Patrick? What were your thoughts on that part of it?
I think that I think I and literally everyone else was very focused on what format you were going to draw. I mean, to what you were going to draft, because like I mean, a lot of this, obviously singularity isn't undoable. Like, Mitch definitely won a couple games. Mitch is a good player, and so that's how that went. But I think we were all like laser focused on getting a good format. But those rankings were pretty like a lot. My first round, I got to choose. Literally every other round, I did not get to choose, and it was very nerve wracking. Like always knowing that I'm probably going to go second and stuff, and like it was especially bad for me because I'm going second in 5 life. So if they have something aggro, they're going to give right off. I don't have 5 wounds, I have 4 wounds. So I think if I had to do it over, I would have paid a little more attention to the ranking.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of messed up the way I put them rankings on the table. I put like all the top players in the top half of the bracket. Probably wasn't the best idea, but we'll have that changed by the time next year event come out.
Fair enough.
Anything else from the Buckeye team? Buckeye, Earl, Roland.
Nah, I'm having power issues here, so
Okay,
I'm a little distracted.
okay, Roland. How your power looking?
I will say, it would have been nerve wracking for me to be in the tournament because I would have been constantly worried about, well, I've only got these 2 home run powers, and my opponent has 1 or 2 or whatever. I just wouldn't want to have gone out like a punk with a home run power in my back pocket, like, oh, I could have won that game. That would have torn me up.
I definitely was thinking like, are any of you guys Survivor fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name of the gentleman, but there was a gentleman who got voted out at one point with 2 idols, and I was like, I can't lose with 2 home run powers.
Right.
Oh my god!
Right.
You never live that down, ever.
The chive has
James.
spoken.
His name was James. Yeah.
The chive has spoken.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up. We'll probably be hearing from us again in a couple of weeks when we start ranking the season 6 Life Goes On format for the season.
Yeah. We've already submitted our rankings for that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it's already submitted, locked in. Yes.
That's good because I've been doing a lot of testing, so I feel like
Yeah, we like to get our rankings in early. That way we have stuff to argue about because they big, the more you play event, the closer people start thinking like what's, especially more in the middle stuff is where it is. The top is usually still the top in most cases, but the middle is kind of what get a little fuzzy, and the more you play, the more clear it looks to everybody.
I don't have any controversial opinions.
we'll see.
Use Venom for Life Goes On. That's not a legal pick. I'm going to put him at the top anyways. My name is Roland Christie.
Check that out. So do anybody let's start with you, Patrick. You got anything you want to pimp out, or just say shout out anybody?
In addition to my ride, yes, there are things that I want to pimp out. I want to say a huge shout out to Osh and Hector, the members of Let's Get Dangerous. Osh is my primary testing partner, and I 100% could not have won the tournament without him. He's my boy, and he was a huge help. So shout out to Osh, and shout out to Team Buckeye. I can't say it enough. I really appreciate it. I know it's like when you do the schedule for people at work, like it's a thankless job a lot of the time, but here's me thanking you on behalf of everyone.
Well, we appreciate that, and like I said, we definitely appreciate the people who testing with you because that gotta be a painful, like 1,000 needle type thing with you, especially doing testing. I mean, you probably speed up for the event, and you still pretty slow then. So testing.
Solid burn. I'm gonna need some
Shots fired.
No, Osh, I'm like, yo, Osh, do you have what are you doing this weekend? No, the whole weekend.
Right.
Okay, we play one game. Yeah, those are my shout outs.
All right, and Roland, I'm pretty sure you got one or two.
Oh yeah, definitely check out the row. We're looking at Toxin this week, another character who probably gets slaughtered by Venom in the friendly neighborhood format. But we're gonna try. We're optimistic.
Earl, you want to say hi to anybody?
No, I'm good. I don't want to say hi to anybody.
Sound about right. And like I said, if you hear you in a place to be on this YouTube channel, but if you want to get more intense, we have a Buckeye Discord where we one of the few events. If you just want to get in some games, you could play every week. You could play 1 week. We will happy to have you however long you be in there for. So we're gonna wrap this up. The 4 of us. Thanks for tuning in and have a good night. And I'm gonna put the outro out. They probably still hear me talking. They're gonna hear me again.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.